Hello everyone, my name is Najuma Bena and I'm a growth coach. I'm so excited to bring to you this amazing session tonight. And we are looking at trade-offs in growth. For us to grow, we have to trade off. We have to give up something for the other. And all our lives, even when we didn't know, we have been trading off. There are choices that we've made, and on a daily basis, we make choices. And in these choices, those are things that we are calling the trade-offs, you know? For us to grow, we have to learn giving up something for the other. We cannot grow without giving up, certain things. And it means that we have to make hard choices that we grow our discipline and we leave out certain things. I could have two options. Probably to start a business and maybe stay in employment, basically. So when I give up employment for personal businesses, it means I've traded one thing for the other. So that is exactly what we are calling trade-offs. And for us to grow, we have to continuously make it our life that we spot the trade-offs. We understand them and we use them for our benefit. Yes? So all this time around, you realize that even when you wake up to start your day, you're trading. You would stay in bed and stay in that comfort of your bed. So for you to move out of bed and say, I'm going to work on this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to pursue this goal, I'm going to work on my personal growth, I'm going to, to improve myself, to grow my finances, to build a good family. It means that you've traded, you've made a good choice. So successful people all the time, they've learned how to make trade-offs. And for us to be successful, we have to make good trade-offs. Average people and unsuccessful people, they make bad trade-offs. Average people make few trade-offs, so we have to be able to normalize making good trade-offs, because it's only when we do that that we can really excel and succeed. When we do these trade-offs, it means that we build discipline around ourselves, and there are facts around trade-offs that on a daily basis, we have to create opportunities for ourselves. When we trade off, it means that we make a choice. And the choices that we make are in three options. One of them is we can decide to add something on our lives, to improve it, to learn a skill, to go to work. We all make these choices on a daily basis. We get tired of where we are and say, I'm going to improve, I'm going to be a better person, I'm going to hold a community, I'm going to hold transformational classes, I'm going to grow my people, I'm going to learn this. That is a trade-off, because you're making a choice for one thing instead of the other. And guess what? We also not only add on the things that we choose, we can also decide to subtract. For us to grow, we can decide to leave out the things that are no longer serving us. You weigh options and you see that here I'm no longer making the best out of my potential. And then you leave that out. And then the other thing about trading off is that we have to learn how to multiply. You not only subtract or add on the things that, grow you. You can also multiply. A multiplication effect, we've all seen it through our different sessions that we had, the growth strategies that we learn how to multiply our effort, multiply our time for succeeding and doing better. So when we trade off, it means that you can wake up and say, I'm going to, instead of pursuing a career for now, you can decide to upgrade. That is a trade-off, because you cannot do all of those two things at a go, because they require your time, they require your resources, and you have to choose one that is best in the moment. Because you know that when you upgrade, it will attract a bigger advantage, it will increase your skills, it will give you so much advantage. So upgrading is better off than you starting afresh on maybe a career. that is an option, and that is exactly what a trade-off is. On these sessions, one of my friends mentioned that after university, the parents allowed him to upgrade instead of taking on a new job that the person had gotten. And when we introduced this topic about the trade-offs, it was vivid that this person would relate with the topic, because he would see that he has traded. He had to trade at some point in his life. So in all of our days, we have to be trading off. And when we trade off, it means that we have to weigh the options. You look at an option and you see that here I have more advantage, here I have more demerits, and you choose an option that is giving you so much results, that is allowing you to expand and is helping you to be more significant in your area. So that is really some of the things that we are supposed to be doing. And I've also learned from the book of Pepe Minambo, that is Beyond Limits. He mentioned about trade-offs, and that was my first time to learn about trade-offs and appreciate it. And all our days, every time we live this life, we see that trade-offs are available. Every time we make a decision, even when we are at crossroads, we should normalize making decisions, like making an option, choosing the best out of the so many alternatives. And that is what trade-offs are all about. And one of the writers said that we should never fear failure so much that we fear trying out new things. So for us to grow, we have to take on the opportunities that come our way on a daily basis. Even the roads that are less traveled, we should be able to take up those spaces. And one of the good things about a trading off, we do not endure on our growth journey. We learn how to create a good attitude. We are the agents of change on this growth journey. And guess what? We not only change because we have to, but to improve, to trade off, it means that you even don't have a choice. You have to grow through your journey. You have to grow and give up certain things. I want to thank you so much for being a wonderful audience. That has been part 1 of the session. I'll be waiting for the part 2 to share with you more. And I thank you so much, those ones who have been attending the Tuesday class from 7 to 8 p.m. It's a 1-hour session where we share so much about our growth. And I want to invite you to always come and be a part of it. I always post on my social media platforms, on my TikTok, on my Instagram, and on my WhatsApp group. Be sure to come and be a part of the session. There is a lot to share. There is a lot to learn. And I also encourage you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where we have so many previous sessions that are produced. And I also take this opportunity to also thank my producer, Emma, for Giant Shooters, for having this session online. Thank you so much. I remain Bena Najuma, and I'm a growth coach.